got a trade recap today. And this trade recap is a little bit different just because the trade recap did not hit my take profit or stop loss. And if you're wondering, why am I doing a recap on it? Because I want to show you why psychology in trading matters so much. So this trade that I took that I did not let hit stop loss or take profit ended out exactly how I wanted it to. I was fighting with my inner self. Like, damn, should I hold this trade? Do I want to do this? But whenever I got out of the trade, as you can tell, it was nowhere near my stop loss. Nowhere near it. And my psychology just plummeted. And so did the stock right as I sold it. So I sold it here. 4 candles later, it plummeted. So you can see where I messed up. But the main reason I got into this trade because it rejected off of this POC. I got in shortly after because I seen that it wasn't trying to go back up to the POC. And my stop loss was at these next volume nodes. So that was pretty much like how I like to trade. I like to get in at a high volume node and get out at a high volume node. Same thing on the bottom. And as you can tell, the volume just slowly but surely started to decrease. So quite frankly, the take profit was in a good spot. And it hit there, obviously. But my take profit was there because, I showed you that the volume was slowing down. It was going smaller. So I just knew that if it was able to get through this right here, then it was just going to plummet. But the trade went from being up 150 ticks to being negative like 60. And I was like, man, I've been holding this for so long and so on and so on. And I exited the trade, and shortly after, the trade went how I needed it to. So like I said, whenever trading volume profile, I'm not going to lie, a trade like that for me, I've only been trading volume profile for 2 weeks, and I'm getting extremely good at it. But that trade for me was a trade that if it comes again, I'm going to hold it until it hits take profit or stop loss. Just because that is a trade that I look to get in. I see, when I go back testing and I see the chart before I actually back test, I'm like, damn, I would definitely get in here and I would get out here. And this trade was that trade. I got in here, or I would have got in here and got out here. And I didn't hold the whole time. So instead of making $350, I made $30 on that trade. And yeah, that's how that works. My psychology effed me. And it stopped me from, for one, sticking to my rules. For two, it stopped me from making money. And the faster I get funded, the faster I start making actual money. Second Street of Wall Street.